really focus our attention on making the organization, the individual, the volunteer, the hero in the story.
That's
We
good.
we don't ever say, help serve Wenatchee do this. That's out of our vernacular. It's taken us a while to get there, but that's out of our vernacular. We don't talk like that. What we say is, would you be willing to help your neighbor? And so then Serve Wenatchee simply becomes a conduit of their generosity to be able to serve their neighbor. And I think that's the other thing that keeps that coalition together, is that people understand that they're the hero in the story. They are the ones that are meeting the need. They are responding to the needs of their neighbors, and because of that, we trumpet them as a hero. And when multiple organizations and individuals see themselves as the hero, then that's what they can coalesce around and say, "This is something I want to be a part of."
You know, you read about it in books and you don't really see it practiced. And when you do practice it, it becomes really such a strength to the ability to build the nonprofit. It sounds a little preachy, but you see that when Jesus washed the feet of his disciples, those who want to lead need to know how to serve. And serve means not bringing attention to yourself, but allowing the attention to move up towards the people you're caring for. And it's a hard thing to do sometimes when you're, especially with a lot of the faith-based nonprofits, where they're driving about, oh, this is what we're doing. This is what, big vision, big vision, big vision. But all you're doing is you're talking about yourself, your vision, your mission. And then that gets adopted by secular nonprofits as well, where they just talk about what they're doing, what they're doing, what they're doing. But what I
Yeah.
hear you saying is what your success is not talking about what you are doing, but what they can be doing, and make it
Yes,
about the other, not about yourself.
absolutely. And I think that's critical for us. And as I look at the success, here's what happens when you know that you're doing that well, when individuals and organizations start doing things on your behalf that are unauthorized. And here's what I mean by that. All of a sudden, over the course of this past year, we've had no less than 20 food drives that have been done by organizations that simply said, we want to do good for our community. We're going to collect this and we're going to deliver all the food to Serve Wenatchee Valley. And they don't reach out and say, hey, would you guys mind if we do a food drive? Just yesterday, or let's see, this last week, the Eastmont Junior High School, yeah, the Eastmont Junior High had a competition between classes and grades who could collect the most food. And they brought 2 trucks of food over with junior high kids that wanted to be a part of the solution, wanted to reach their neighbors. And they brought 2 pickup loads in that we were able to bring in and stock our Fresh Hope Market with. And so I think that is one of the telltale signs, that is a sign of success to us, is when people start doing unauthorized things for your nonprofit. Now, that can be dangerous if it's the wrong things. That's another show. But when your mission is clear and your vision is clear, and people start working on behalf of their community through you without having to ask permission, that to me tells a great story.
I When I think of, I think of things in points, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I did a lot of music teaching. Did a lot of communicating publicly, and in doing so, I always think in lists. And you're talking about making sure your mission is clear, make sure your vision is clear, make sure that people understand they have permission just to be involved and to be able to feel. There has to be a sense of safety and connection that allows a community, junior high school, the community at large, to be able to turn around and say, we just want to support. And they feel empowered to do so versus, okay, what hoops we got to jump through to get through that. And the empowering of the community to be able to just feel like you are a part of them and they are a part of you. That's a unique position to be in as a nonprofit.
It is, and to me, it's a beautiful place. It's an uncomfortable place because as the executive director of a nonprofit, it's my job to tend to the organization.